What's up, y'all? I am in Wisconsin right now, here in Elkhorn at the Red Lodge. This is like a quick little getaway here from Chicago. Honestly, thought it was gonna be some snow on the ground. It's kind of like the motivation for this video, but there's no snow because global warming is a thing. And but it's still good here. Nice little woodsy area. Got some pictures to take, and so that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna do that. I'm gonna be back in Chicago for the second half of this video. Today, I want to talk to you about something that is not new. It's old. I've had it for a little bit now, but I'm able to use it in a way that I can explain it. And I'm talking to you about this Calibrate color checker. And let me tell you, if right off the top, if you don't know about this, you should. And I'm also be very transparent with you. I'm new at this. So if you're watching this and you're like, well, why is he talking about this? This thing is old, yada, yada, yada. I'm talking to the person that doesn't have this, but might have been on the fence. They seen it somewhere, like, why do I need it? That's who I'm talking to, because I'm here to tell you, I fully believe in this bad boy. You need this, period. Point blank, period. Ain't no way around it. You need this color checker, and I'm gonna break it down to you why you need it. I've been a photographer for, I wanna say a professional with the setups and everything like that, for about a year and a half, almost 2 years. You know, part of that I didn't get monetized, but you know, I was just doing it freelance type of thing for free. And I haven't had this the whole time, right? I've been seeing it, and I'm like, okay, you can get the colors right and this, that, and the other, and it was all cool, well and fine, but nobody explained like how important this thing is. And that's what was throwing me off. And that's part of the reason why I do these videos, is because I want to explain, do you need this? Is it this? Get to the point. Because sometimes you can search on Google and they ain't even bringing up nothing. So that's what I'm doing this for, is to kind of explain some things. And this is one of those things where, you know, everybody said it was dope, but nobody told me that I needed it, you know what I'm saying, from the jump. Like, if I'm a photographer, hell, even videographer, because they actually make one for video too. So I'll break that down in another video, which is really cool. But you know, you spend thousands of dollars on this stuff. I feel like this is one of those things where people need to stress, hey, if you're really being serious about this, this is something I would look into, because it's not cheap by any stretch of imagination. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is basically a memory card price, you know, a good memory card. So but it's necessary. Here's why. It gets your colors magically correct. I don't know how it does it. I don't know. I'm not a part of the science team or the technical team that can explain how and why it does what it does, but it does it. And that's what I'm telling you. So I'm gonna break down how I use it and what you should do when you get home. So that's what this video is about. I said that already. I'm kind of talking in circles. Anyway, I got my second camera right here because I am going to be showing you live how this thing works. But first, let's kind of go over it, right? So you open it up. This thing it's called the Passport because that's the size that it looks, right? When you open it up, you got a couple fold outs right here. You got the white balance, gray and white card right here, which is the main meat and potatoes, what I'm gonna show you out here in Wisconsin, how to shoot live. But then when you open it up, this thing is kind of tough too, y'all. Like, this bad boy got some rigidity to it. You get the color palette, right? You get the color chart. This does a couple different things. You got your first color palette. This is how it calibrates within the system, and I'll show you that when we get home, back to my office. But it does so much more than that. It gets the colors accurate to accuracy, right? Through a program, which is crazy. I'll show you that, like I said. But then the other half of this kind of directs you got some more white balance, but you got the warmth of it too. So, you know, you can change the warmth and the coolness based on the white there, and then you got some more colors. Really dope. You can use this for, like I said, white balance on the spot, which I'm gonna show in a second. But then at home, when you're editing your photos, that's where the game changer is, right? But let's show you how to use this in a real world application. I'm going to take my camera now and I'm going to turn it on, right? That's thing one. You got to turn it on. I'm using my Ninja V Plus right here to kind of show you the behind the scenes of how to use this thing, which is gonna be really fun, y'all. So while this power's on, all right, so now that we got this thing set up, you know, the camera turned on and all this stuff, let me go over how I use it, because another little fun fact, I don't know if you know this, and I only use Canon system, but before it blows away there, I'm sure you could probably do this on Sony, Fujifilm, Panasonic. You could do this on the other systems. However, I'm going to show you how to do white balancing, custom white balancing on your camera. So the first things first, let me switch this out of the mode. Normally, you are on white balance, auto white balance right now, right? And if you hit the little Q right here, you see I'm set to auto white balance. If I hit set, you could change the priority to be either basic white balance or white priority. It's up to you, however you want that to go. I got mine set to white priority because honestly, if you're gonna shoot just basic, straight up, quick, run a gun, that's the way you should be doing it anyway. But for this demo, we're gonna do custom white balance. And what you wanna do is you wanna slide over, let's go back to the queue, right? Here for Canon, right? Whatever the menu option is on your system, do that. You see it's already set to it's already on the white balance setting. We're gonna switch that over. Oops, I took too long. We're gonna switch that over to go to custom. And you see how it says the trash can, the set white balance? We're gonna press that, right? We're gonna press that. And now you see how it gives you like your focus box, whatever your focus box is, plus this little square with the custom white balance logo right there in the dead center. And that's how we're gonna white balance this camera, right? So first things first, one rule of note, what I have done for Canon, if I have the focus area set to, you know, kind of like a flexible zone, it's harder to focus on the white piece that you are going to shoot, mainly the calibrate right here. So it's a little bit harder to do. So I always make sure that I'm on some kind of expanded area, some kind of one point spot focus type of thing, right? I like this right here, right? I could probably even do even easier, right? If I did 1 point focus, and that's what we'll do, right? So let me unlock my screen here. So what you do is you want to kind of line that up right in the middle. And this is where you go to your calibrate, or any white balance for that matter, right? Any piece of white that's in a scene, you can actually use that for white balance. But we got our fancy little doodad right here. Let's move this over here. You know, actually, it's probably better to set it up actually. Ooh, look at us looking at each other. Ooh, look, there it is. All right, so now we're gonna go over here. And another note, is you want to stand up the color chart, because you want that to kind of capture whatever background that you're going to capture, right? You know what I mean? Like, and have all the lighting adjust the way you're going to shoot, right? So if I focus right here, right? Actually, let's go to Q, set our white balance to with the little trash can right there. On Canon, you do it however it is set for, you know, whatever system you're using. And you see the little, there's going to be a square right there in the middle. That's going to be the one that's going to change colors when auto white balance is set. And you know, you'll see here, if I press and hold, you see how it picked up some of the white. And if you flash all the way down, boom, now you got white balance set, right? And you can see the little histogram. You'll see a shot of what you just took, just kind of proof, goes away. And now your white balance is set. So if you shoot in that direction, you will get a pretty decent shot of whatever you were shooting. And that's kind of how you set the white balance right there. And it's really cool function to kind of do. Now, there's another little trick, especially with Canon, because that's all I know, is if you set the white balance and you know that's your scene, if you go to video and you switch over to video and you use custom white balance, it's going to use the custom white balance that was set in the photo mode. Pretty cool. So if you want to kind of get some quick white balancing on video, there you go. Now, obviously, light is controllable. I'm out here, I'm outside. There's no real sun, but sun does move, clouds move, things like that. So you kind of have to, every time light changes, you have to reset the white balance. So keep that in mind. It can be tedious, especially if you are outside shooting or anything like that. You want to do that. If you're inside in a controlled area, it's not a problem at all, right? You control the lighting, how you control it. And so you set the balance usually one time, you can keep on going per scene, right? Um, so that's really cool. In the video, don't harp too much on the video because I don't really use the white balance in that fashion for video. That's why I have the second card, because that's a whole different ball game, right? Of how to get your colors accurate and things like that. The second part to this, though, is where the color palette comes in handy. And now the way the color palette works is that you don't get the colors right there in the moment. That's more of a after effect of using your photo editing software. But it is key that you actually take a picture of that card, because it's going to come in handy when I get back home to Chicago in my little office. So right now, what I'll do is I'm going to switch this right from the white card to the color card, right? A lot of times how I use that is I'll have whoever is, if I'm doing photo work or anything like that for headshots or portrait photography, I'll have the person hold the card up there, take a white balance shot, take a color chart shot, and then that way I have it for when I go home and edit. So what you want to do, what that looks like, is you want to take your camera, go back to my camera here, and all you do is just take a regular photo. Boom, take a regular photo, and that's it, right? That's all you do, and everything is good from that point on. And you've just set yourself up for success, right? And I think this is fantastic, and it's really dope the way it's done, right? It's very easy. It's just more of a tedious type of thing. But that's all here, right? So that's all you do for this part. I'm going to take some photos, right? Enjoy the rest of my little weekend, just a 3-day getaway. And my hands are getting a little cold out here. But I'm gonna take a little bit of time. I'm gonna take some more photos. I'm gonna show you the photos, right? We're gonna go home and we're gonna edit those bad boys. So let's go ahead and take a look through my lens here and see what photos we can get. Let's go. All right, y'all. I am back home at the lab, and I got the pictures. We're gonna start working on those. I'm gonna get you right. I promise you, man, because this is fire. So now that you've taken your pictures, man, you ready to edit them. You ready to make everything look right, see the magic happen. This is what you do first. On the back of the package that the Calibrate color checker comes in, and let me grab it for you. This is the video one, but same thing, right? You get this QR code right there, and it tells you to download the system software, and that's what you do. You go there and you download the system software based off of what system requirements and things that you have um, for your system, and you do that, right? It's simple enough. Kind of cumbersome to figure out. So I ain't showing no B-roll of it because whatever. I'm just gonna give the link right under the description right there. So go ahead and get that, and it's the link that gives you all the downloads appropriate to. So if you see this video, go ahead, find that for you. Once you get that, you do all your downloads, and then you fire it up. So that's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna turn right here. Now that you have it downloaded, let's go to color checker camera calibration. You see, pop it up as it loads up here. Pretty dope. I already set mine up, so you kind of, it's not too much to it. Once you get here, you get the this blank screen here, right? And this blank screen basically asks you to drag and drop a file into the Calibrate system, right? And it's asking for a DNG file, which, if you are familiar with DNG, the only device that I have that uses DNG are my DJI devices. They typically record in a .dng file. Canon records in a what is it, CR3 file, or CR2, depending on how old it is. and then so on and so forth. I don't know the other systems. So you're probably like, I don't have a DNG file. So what do? That's where I was kind of frustrated with people because they didn't show you how to do that. And that's what I'm going to do here. It's actually super simple. I tell you, I looked all over the internet how to do it. There's forums on how to get this fixed. People literally asking that question and it didn't get done. This is what you do. First thing you do, you go over to your photo editing software. I use Lightroom Classic. You see, I got my girl, she posted up right there. Y'all, this is easy, man. Like, if I'm gonna tell you one thing, also, use Lightroom Classic. I use both of them, Lightroom and Lightroom Classic. I wish I had learned Lightroom Classic first because Lightroom Classic to me is so much better, and that's why I'm gonna show you. So hopefully if you see this video first, you use Lightroom Classic. So learn that before you do Lightroom. It's like the difference is like one is easier than the other basically. They're both good, but I don't know, I feel like you get more from this one. So anyway, that's sidebar, man. But you load it up, and actually what I'm going to do is I'm going to import um, my photos from the shoot here. And let me go find all that stuff. Pics, here we go. We'll just load all these up. Import. Now, I skipped over at that screen. You could do what I'm about to show you. But the reason why I skipped over that is because I did it and it added an extra layer of work. One more step that was really unnecessary and it kind of took a picture out of the photo library. So I'm going to show you how to do it here. And let's take one of the pictures. Let's see, which one do I want to do here? Let's go ahead and do this simple photo right here, right? Let's do this simple photo. Now you can see here, it's got the color checker in the shot, okay? And what you're going to do is right click down here at the bottom, right click. You're going to go to export and it's going to say export to DNG. So that's what you do. You export to DNG. I'm just going to save it to all my stuff. Let me go down here. Color checker. I'm going to save it here just to have it saved there. And boom, it's saved. It moved my screen over for me. I don't know if it's going to do that for you, but it did it for me. Now I'm back here. So let me find that picture again. I'm going to take that. Why do I keep forgetting what I'm doing here? Okay, so you take it, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to drag this DNG file. You can see that it's a .dng file now. So I'm going to take that, drag it in here, and watch what this thing does. Just watch what it does. It's loading up the image, and watch the magic that happens. Boom. Look at this. So it automatically zoomed in to the part that it needs to calibrate the colors and get the colors accurate for you. And so now you see if you kind of, I don't think you can move this around, and you probably don't want to because it already does it for it. But check this out. Now, if you hit create profile, we are going to name this test. Oops, let me spell it right. Test pics. Okay, we're going to name it that. I'm going to put this right here in my million folders here. Let me expand this so I can get even more. Y'all seeing a lot of stuff here. Save, boom. It's saving now, so it's going to save that profile, right? And then I'm going to show you how to upload that into Lightroom Classic, and the process the same for Lightroom, the new Lightroom. It's the same. You can see it says the profile has been created successfully. Applications using this profile may need to be restarted before profile can be used. So let's go in here. So now with this, you can kind of keep this open. I am going to move it off to I'll keep it on that screen. Now let's get Lightroom Classic loaded back up here. And so now we have our picture still there. What you want to do, go to develop, and this is where you're going to do all your work and your editing of the photos. Simple enough. You see this right here where it says profile and it's on Adobe Color, right? You click on that. you got all your different options. And if you ever play with this, you can see how it kind of changes the color. That's more red now. The portrait mode, you know, this is the color palette that Adobe thinks it wants to do. Colors are not always the best. Again, I don't even have a calibrated screen. Y'all probably gonna crucify me in the comments. Some people maybe, I don't know, but again, I don't have the money like that. So, uh, but what we want to do is we want to go to browse because we want to get ours that we created. In the corner right here is the little plus sign. You can hit import profiles, obviously. So that's what you want to do. And this is already in, since I opened up the last photo, is in Colorchecker. There I go. I just double click that. Boom. Once you do that, you'll see that profiles now appears in your little browser right here. And look, there you go, test pics. And so all you do is, I favorite it so I don't have to keep going back because I'm going to have a few that are going to be doing this. Uh, so you kind of click on that. And now you see it says it's in test pics. So now this color, these colors are tuned to what this calibrate is saying it should be. So let's I'll do a little switcheroo right here. So let's see if we go back to just Adobe Color, you see how it kind of washes out, right? Now if I go to landscape, vibrant a little bit, you know, let's go down to, you know, standard. Let's see what that is. Man, that's washed. Vivid, let's see what Vivid does. Is adds some pop to it, some saturation. Let's see what our test does. Oh man, kind of a mixture of everything right there. So really dope. Now we have accurate colors. And so now what you do is, now that you have the colors, the color profile set in there, all you do is you go to the picture without the calibrator in the screen. So now all I do is I go to a shot that has the image without the calibrator in there. I'm already set to test pics, but if you see, if I go to Vivid, how it's kind of orange now, but test pics gets the colors how they want to be. From there, you can pretty much color this how you like. And if you hit auto, you kind of see the colors are dope. I always bring mine down to the highlights are kind of a bit much here, so I drag those down. I think this is pretty good here. You know, I don't want the shadows to be, you know, kind of like that look right there. Just my preference here. I don't know. I would do that. Maybe make the, yeah, that's a little dark. I don't know. Auto pretty much got this right. Um, so there you go. Let's show you a before and after here. So look at that, y'all. Holy cow. That's a monstrous difference right there. Just look at the car. I don't even have to use the mouse and cursor to tell you what to see. Look at the blues. The blacks are better. The green door is fantastic. The Look at the barn itself. I mean the barn, the house itself. The colors are just so gorgeous. Holy cow. That's amazing. I'm gonna come out of this view here. Look, that is crazy. I told you this thing is dope. I'm gonna do one more for you because this video has been going on long enough and you kind of get the picture. Let's do another one top to bottom here, y'all. So I took, let's see, which one do I want to do? This shot is pretty cool here. You see, I have the calibrator set up in it, a little bit of a longer shot for me. So we're going to do the same thing, y'all. Let's right click on this. We're going to export this to DNG, and we're going to export that to this folder here. Boom. Now that it's there, let's X out of this. We don't need that one anymore. Go back, drag and drop, and let that do its thing. Let's see. That was interesting because that was a vertical one. So let's see how it does. Oh, looks like it did it. You see, it even took it when it was vertically standing. So let's go ahead and create that profile. Boom. So let's do uh test pics 2. Now let's go back to, all right, now we got it. Let's import our profile a little bit. Import. Let's see, where's the color test 2? Boom. Boom. There you go. Let's favorite that like I just did there. Click on that. Now look at the colors. Look at the colors. Let's do that one more time. This was the Adobe colors. Holy cow. Holy cow, y'all. Look at that. That's crazy. And let's go to our test pick calibrated. Look at that. Look at the colors just pop. Look at the colors just pop. Now let's go to a shot. Here's the shot right there. Look at the Adobe colors. I am going to go to my test pick colors. Oh my goodness. Look at this. Let's look at this. Look at this. Holy cow. Holy cow, y'all. This is crazy. Let me get this out of the way. Look, that is crazy. Look at the colors. I don't even have to point anything. The greens in the flowers are just amazing. Look at this. You know, look at that. Look at the colors back here. Just that's too zoomed in. But just look at everything right here. Oh my goodness. Even the petals are just amazing. Wow, look, and that's before you do even any auto adjusting, because I showed you how to do the white balance. So the white balance is already set for you. Fire, y'all. But if you want to, you can go ahead and hit an auto. Let's see what the auto does. Oh my God, yeah, that's good. That's good. I don't even think I wouldn't even do anything with that one. That's amazing. Boom. There you have it. That's how you do auto or calibrating on your own with that little device. I still haven't packed. I packed this all up. So I literally just got back, so I would show you the thing right here, but I don't have it. It's in a bag here somewhere. Actually, here it is. I didn't realize the bag was this close to me. Boom, here it is. Yeah. So this little thing right here, love it. You know what I mean? I keep this thing on me all the time. All the time. Every shoot that I do, if it's just me and if I definitely have time to set this up to get my colors accurate, I do it every single time. It's worth it. My portrait photography headshots have done amazingly well now. They've been better. You know, looking at things like this, still life has been phenomenal. Everything has been elevated ever since I used this, and not just the white card. You use it to get the colors even more accurate. That is the selling point of this, because like I said at the beginning, it almost didn't happen. I almost said it's not worth it because I can't even use it. I don't even know how to use it or what's going on. But all that, I put that to rest, y'all. This thing is worth it. Pick it up ASAP, man. ASAP. And on that note, some good vibes, y'all, man. Look, again, I tell you all the time, man, you know what I mean? Your time is precious. My time is precious, man. I appreciate y'all subscribing, liking, and commenting on these videos, man. It has been making me a better creator, kind of elevating, pushing me to my limits to explain and get better and understand things. So shout out to y'all, man. That's all for y'all, man. That's one of my biggest pieces of joy for this year, man. And if ain't nobody told you, man, I'ma tell you, I love you. I appreciate you. I hope your 2023 and 24 going beyond what you expect, man. It's all great, man. It's all love here, man. I love you. I appreciate you. Ain't nothing you can do about it. Until next time, get your colors right, y'all.